welcome to Possible Pictures, brought to you by Reving. So I'm actually here with Victoria, who's the CEO and also founder of GingerMay. So firstly, thank you so much for coming down. How are you?
Pleasure, Rich. It's been great. I have been seeing you the whole time we're here, but now it's kind of like me talking to you, which is perfect.
So we've been running around like headless chickens today, but
100%.
we've got maybe a couple more after this, and then we can take a breather.
Absolutely, absolutely. I feel like part of the team today, putting people in.
Yeah,
so it's been great.
Well, I guess firstly, for people that don't know, I'd love to, if you can maybe introduce yourself and of course the business to the people at home.
Yep. GingerMay PR. So we are a PR, as it says in the name, and communications agency. So we've got stacks of clients here today, and we are dealing with earned, owned, and paid media. So basically raising people's profiles. So companies, individuals, C-suite. It's a brilliant area to be in. It's growing. And of course, people are always in need of raising their profile in an industry like this, where there is so much noise, so many companies all trying to stand out.
Of course, and especially like we said before, that this place has been getting busier and busier and busier. I think every year it's come to the point. I think we're at like 8,000 people now over 2 hotels. So it's bedlam, but in the best of ways.
Yes, it is. It is slightly chaotic. It feels like Cannes was maybe like 10 or 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it's on the up. It's really everybody's kind of in a discovery mode, very excited about it. But you can see how it's going to get double or triple the size, actually. It's got the boats over there, and it's got the beach cabanas. It's kind of, I didn't believe they could do it. They have done it. They have created Cannes in Miami.
No, it's and let's keep it going. I'm like, this is perfect. And well, I guess as well, like, especially this year, is there anything that you're really excited about here, in Possible this year?
I think, Possible itself, I think, is just a brilliant event, because you can see that, the US leads the way in so many different ways. Budgetarily, they're just so much bigger than Europe. So you're coming to Miami, and people are coming from all over the US. It's an easy hop for them, relatively, and you've got all the decision makers here, the senior folks, and they're all accessible. They're literally here next door to you, so you can go and have a chat with them. You can go meet them on the cabanas. Whereas if you go to Cannes, I think often they get squirreled up into the hills. So the teams are there, but you have to literally orchestrate it where there's 10 minutes that they're in their apartment or their hotel. So I think for me, Cannes, it is a huge global event. Sorry, Possible. See, I'm interchanging the two of them.
I feel like just less walking. I think what it is.
So much less, and it's so compact in comparison, and a central place meeting point that isn't the restaurant in Cannes. This kind of feels more like a conference with a kind of beachy feel. Rather, Cannes is almost like it's just so spread out, isn't it? As you say.
No, for sure. And I guess when we're looking at like challenges in the industry, especially at the moment, I guess what would you say right now is the biggest challenge that you guys are coming across? But of course, more importantly, how you kind of battling or taking on that challenge.
Okay, interesting question. I think it has been challenging. I think the last 2 years, many clients have found it very challenging. There's been a sort of a recession a little bit in the industry, but you can see there's that everything is coming up on the up. There's a lot more dynamism. There's a lot more investment coming in. So I actually think, despite what's happening geopolitically, which was obviously it's overshadowing everything, but I think people are really positive. Like it doesn't seem to be the doom and gloom. That's certainly not what we're experiencing. We're experiencing a real buoyancy and a bounce up, which is really exciting. So that's where I think the sort of general trend of how people feel about things. And I think, again, I would say I have a lot of optimism about AI, specifically generative engine optimization, which I'd love to talk about for a second, because I think it is so exciting. And we know how it's going to kind of affect the ad tech space, and there's going to be ads within GEO. But I think for us as an industry, because I work in the PR industry, it's going to be absolutely mega, because basically the AI bots are searching, they're surfacing content based on earned media. So basically, when you're doing PR, you're more likely to be found on the AI platforms. That's it, essentially. So if you don't do PR, you can't be found. It's as simple as that. So you can see how it's going to have a massive impact on the PR, on PR and marketing. It's coming. We can see it already coming down the line. So it's really exciting.
It does, but it's so exciting.
It is really exciting.
On that note as well, then, like to finish this up, 2026, as you
Yeah.
said there, it's going to be
Yeah.
such an exciting year. There's so many things going on.
Yeah.
What would you say is your one thing where, like, by the end of the year, you know, this is going to take off, or this is going to be the exciting piece?
Oh my God. Okay, I'm actually okay. I'm going to now say and so I did the positive flip on that.
Yes.
I would love people to put more human touch within a lot of the AI that's being generated at the moment.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for me, human-led content, human-led communication is so important. And I tell you what, it's really putting me off on LinkedIn at the moment. Like I actually sometimes have to just back off because I'm going through the thread and it's just essays with the big emojis. And I'm like, you're a person that could barely post a photograph like a year ago with one sentence, and now there's like essays that you're writing with that same as a robotic, neutral, you know, it's sort of odorless tone with no personality, no human touch. You know, it's anodyne, it's awful. And I want people to start writing again properly because they're getting no engagement. And we're seeing the same thing with content that's actually being published on blogs. So I think, come on, guys, take a good look at it. Are people actually engaging with this content? Because I genuinely don't think they are.
Don't think they are.
No, because they're just using the bots for it. So yeah.
Well, look, thank you so much for coming down. Like I know, like I said, we've been bumping into each other all day long, but
Yes.
I'm sure I'm going to see you down and in the bars
in about 10 minutes, probably.
Yeah. 5. No, well, look, thank you so much for coming down. And well, I'll see you soon.
Lovely. So great to see you.